Thank you for tuning into my channel, where we talk about my favorite thing in the world, voiceover. Today, I am very excited because we are going to start talking about your demo reel. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the 5 commercials that will be included in your awesome demo reel. So, as a voiceover artist, you should be listening to voiceover everywhere you go, and there are commercials out there. As you may have noticed, each commercial is about 30 seconds to a minute long, and that applies to your demo reel too. You're going to have 5 different commercials, and each one is going to be anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute long. You don't want it to be any shorter than 30 seconds because you want to showcase your talents. But you don't want it to be longer than 1 minute because you could lose their attention. You are catering to the audience. You are talking to them. You are not reading a script. You are bringing those words to life. And while you're recording and performing commercials in your voiceover, you are also a salesman. So you have to do your research on your product and your audience. And don't worry, it's a lot of fun. So let's jump into the 5 different topics that you'll use. So you want to have 5 contrasting topics. Each topic, product, or place is going to have a different mood attached to that. That's the speed, whether it's faster for a hard sell, whether it's more slow for a sophisticated sell. Each one has a different pace, tempo, and each one has a different mood, like bright and happy or very serious. So you'll have each commercial have that, and don't make them too similar because you want to show off what you can do. You have a range. And if you're worried now, don't worry. This is why we practice. It's going to be really good. I was nervous at first too, but honestly, recording my demo reels was the most fun I've ever had. Anyways, let's get started. The 5 different topics that I did for my demo reel, so which is what we'll talk about today, are food and beverage, travel, fashion, health and wellness, and auto. Okay, so the first one is food and beverage. What is your favorite food? Where do you like to go to eat your favorite food? Where do you like to take your best friend when they're sad to cheer them up? What ice cream place do you love? Where do you get your coffee every day? So for the food and beverage section, choose something that you love. When I ask those questions, did anything come to mind? It could be a coffee shop. It can be an ice cream store, a candy store. It could be a fast food chain, taco stand. It could be a diner. It could be anything that's in that kind of realm. Any like food service kind of thing. So whatever it is, say it's a family diner. So you're going to have like a more welcoming, happy, bright tone. Or maybe you do a bar that's a little more edgy. So you kind of cater your voice to that audience. And it's good to do research on a company if you are going to do a commercial for one that already exists, or if you're going to make up your own. Just really think about it. And then once you know about that restaurant or that store that you're representing, it's easier and you can focus more on having fun. So, food and beverage. Let's move on. The next topic is travel. Travel is really fun for me. So this can be a cruise. This can be a theme park. This can be a different retreat or resort. This could be like a national park or something like that. When you dream of going on vacation, where do you see yourself? Do you want to go skiing? Do you want to go on the beach? Where do you want to relax? So part of your job here is you should think about that person at their 9 to 5 that's like, man, I am so tired of this. I just want a break. I'm just so tired of my 9 to 5. You want them to hear your commercial and drop everything they're doing to plan that vacation. You are going to bring so much excitement and joy. You're not only talking about a place, you're talking about an experience. You're talking about memories. And you should be so excited to be a part of that. You get to bring people in so they can have the best days of their lives. So for my demo reel, I decided to do the travel section as one of my favorite places is Disneyland at Christmas time. So with that one, my tone was really, really bright and happy, and I did like a higher pitch like this, kind of went into like a little, just really, really, really happy. And with that, I paired it with some jingle bell music. We'll talk more about music later. So my goal in that one was to bring everyone to be really, really, really excited. In my head, when I was performing it, I was like, don't be sad, we can go to Disneyland. So think about that. Maybe you like the beach, so you'll do a little calmer, smoother, a Hawaii trip or something like that. So that one is travel. So you can think about what you love. The next one is going to be fashion. So of course this can be clothes, it can be shoes, it can also be jewelry, body spray, cologne, hair dye, stuff like that. So also, this is another good time to know your audience. In general, you should always know your audience when you're doing any voiceover career. I'll try not to say that over and over in this video, although it's very important. So, for this one, you can do a different kind of tone. Like maybe you've done the bright and happy, maybe you've done the chill, maybe you've done the edgy, maybe you want to do something sophisticated. So this could be like you can even do a British accent if you want. It could be like higher, lighter voice, slower. That would be the tempo, so you could play around with that. So if you're kind of stuck, you can kind of think about the mood first, and then you can pair it with the product. Good. So if you have any questions, you could write it in the comments. I'm going to be moving on now to topic number 4 is health and wellness. So this one can be medicine, vitamins. It can be a therapy commercial like that BetterHelp has been around, I've seen. It can be for hospitals. It can be for like retreats, treatment centers, and insurance, stuff like that. For this one, was really cool. So, to tell you something, is that I'm in recovery for an eating disorder. So, for me, I wrote all my commercials because I'm a writer and I think it's really fun to just do everything from scratch. So for my health and wellness, I needed to have a more mellow tone, like a lighter and more welcoming and calmer. So I thought about, I've been to a lot of different treatment centers for my eating disorder, and I started imagining the ideal one, the one I really wish existed. So I made a commercial for that one. So that one, I used sound effects for one. I had birds chirping in the first couple seconds of it. And I used that slower, calmer, more serene and welcoming tone. So it all depends on what product you're doing. Say you're going to be doing something like a roll-on stick for pain when you are riding your bike. So you can do something more action-packed. That could be your more impact one. Whatever comes to mind when you think health and wellness, whatever you like to do to take care of yourself, or if you're inspired by other people. If you can't think of anything, you can go on YouTube and type commercials. You know, you can watch commercials as they come on TV. That's really cool. We'll get through the next topic and then we'll go over more about how to find your scripts and stuff. So the last of the 5 that I chose was auto. So, do you have a dream car? When you close your eyes, if you had all the money in the world, all the connections in the world, what car would you have? Or what? It doesn't have to be a car. It could be a boat. It could be a Vespa, a motorcycle, a dirt bike. It could be a jet ski. It could be anything that's like taking you from one place to another, like a bicycle. You know what I mean? So when you think about your dream one, which one is it? Maybe write a commercial or pick a commercial that could be like talking to yourself in a way. What commercial would you need to hear that would make you be like, you know what? Finally, I will buy that Volkswagen bus to fit 3 dogs in the car. You know what? I will get that Vespa or that motorcycle. Just something that will convince you. So think about your audience again and your age range and everything like that. So that is the 5 that I did for my demo reel. Granted, there are a lot of other topics that you can do. If you're stuck and none of those resonated with you, look around the room. So maybe, okay, Hedwig, you could totally do Universal Studios for your travel. You could do a globe. What about an antique store? That could be one for fashion, you know? You can do something that, try to think outside of the box. And if you're stuck, you can also, in addition to listening to commercials and watching commercials on TV, there is really great scripts on voices.com. I have it as a PDF on my tablet. They have commercials for a bunch of different types of things. They have some to get you tickets to Swan Lake. They have a motorcycle one. They have a bunch of different kinds. So that's a good, remember, royalty-free one that you can look at to get your brain starting to flow with some good ideas. And if you don't want to write your own, that's okay. Just get royalty-free stuff. So we talked about the 30 seconds to 1 minute, and I did mention music a couple times. For your demo reel, you're going to have about 3 seconds for music in the beginning to set the tone. You don't want to have any more than 3 seconds though, because you don't want to take away from your beautiful voice. That's your time to shine. That's when you want to maintain the attention of whoever's listening, whether it's a potential job or an agent or your friend you're really excited to show your stuff to. On that note, we are going to talk about the order of the demo reel. So for me, my artist developer helped me decide. You can do really happy, start with happy, bubbly, go over to the more calmer ones. Like, for example, I started with my family diner one, Norms. Then I did the eating disorder one in the middle. And then you can do really, really bright again at the end where I did Disneyland. So you want to have the attention so you can get their attention in the beginning and at the end get them to keep paying attention. So as well as having the genres and the moods vary, you want to have the music vary too. You don't want to have it all be too similar so it sounds like it's all one long commercial. So we talked about a lot today, and there's going to get we'll be more detailed talking about audiobooks and animation for your demo reel in the next couple videos. If you have any questions about this, you can leave a comment and I will respond to you. So I'm going to put a slide of all of the different topics that we talked about, the 5 different, we'll go over it one more time. So it could be food and beverage, travel, fashion, health and wellness, and auto. I'll put that on the screen too. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for talking with me. Please like and subscribe so you can get updates on my future episodes, because the audiobooks one and animation one and so many other ones are going to be a lot of fun, and I really want you guys to hear it. All right. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe.